Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoner's War video. Siege is officially over. I believe the only thing that we have left is actually the Siege final, the Siege tournament final. I believe the Siege for regular people, everybody else is actually done. So I think it is a good time for me to showcase all the defenses with their runes. Some people might have figured out what their builds are since I did showcase some of them when I used those units in offense. I have a tendency of showing some of those runes without knowing. However, because I am in a low G3 guild, I'm pretty sure nobody really cared that I showed my runes. Anyway, some people are still extremely interested in the overall performance of all the defenses and also the runes, so I'll be showcasing all of that in this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys stay to the end, and let's get right in. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support, and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. So in this siege, I was effectively running 8 defenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I can't count. So effectively in this siege, I was running 6 defenses, much lower in count compared to my past sieges, or definitely in G1 siege, when I would definitely run 10 defenses. But knowing that I could only rune 4 really well runed defenses, it just made sense that I shouldn't be making more than 4 to 6. I made 2 more because there were times when we were going against G2 guilds in the earlier siege. There will be a tendency of us taking over the map, and in that case we needed more defenses, so I made those extra defenses. I have to tell you guys, in this siege I did not see a positive record at the end. All of my defenses actually got negative records, and I'll show you guys that right now. So the Lumiay defense, mine didn't do extremely well, 2943. Overall, that record doesn't seem too great. However, my Lumiay defense was more of the trap defense, and that's because my vigor was actually on Swift. It wasn't a violent vigor like everybody else would build them on, but mine was on Swift. Not extremely fast because there were some stats that I wanted. 0% accuracy, but we are getting 10% from this accuracy rune, and we are also, well, actually that's the only thing we're getting. High crit rate because we are using the fast crit rate rune. That's just all I have to say about the vigor. It wasn't on violent, it was on Swift, and it was the trap vigor in our tower. Lumiay was on violent on 272 speed. I noticed my Lumiay, well, overall Lumiays in general, doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and that might be okay in certain cases against certain defenses. But if you guys watched my siege battle videos, when I go into Lumiay defenses, there are times when I take my Lucian offense, and even when the opponent outspeeds, they don't have the damage to kill anybody, and my Lucian eventually still gets to move with the Konomiya boost. So I don't know, I think Lumiay should be on a little bit of offensive stats such as crit rate so that she could crit, obviously. Mine, yeah, there's a good amount of attack, however the crit rate's only 20%. She wasn't outputting any damage. So I think that's a flaw. I'm assuming the better runed Lumiays maybe have a little more of crit rate, maybe at least around the 50% range, to actually kill something when they move first. I might be wrong. I'm just assuming that because that is the experience that I have gotten with the Lumiay defenses that I have won against. Overall, she has 71% accuracy because of the accuracy rune on that vigor, and I believe I'm getting a little more on skill 3. Yeah, 15% more there, so over the 85% mark that we want on skill 3. So I think it was okay overall. And finally, the Haynes was on Despair Will. So a problem here was that she wasn't fully skilled up. I need to get more skill ups. And also, well, actually that's about it. She's pretty tanky, good speed. She was going in front of the Lumiay for the strip, and yeah, more accuracy again. Although she really doesn't need it since we do have the accuracy rune that's getting 10 more percent, so she has 90% accuracy. So I think this was a inefficient artifact overall because again, she didn't need that extra accuracy. So that is something I probably would change if I do get the chance. Now the second one was the Harmonia Kinky Fae defense that got a somewhat better record than the Lumiay defense, 27-32, still in the negative, but not that far from being a 50-50, right? So let's take a look at that defense right there. I think that's the other Nat 4 tower. The one moving first here is probably the Fae. I think my Fae is the fastest here on, 138 speed. Overall, pretty mediocre, I have to say, at the very best for G3. I think she should be at least, 20 speed faster. Because that's what I saw for my fellow guildmates. But I did get at least 80% crit rate here with some good tankiness. So she should be able to maybe survive a turn. This rune is the thing that's allowing her to have so much HP. Nothing crazy. The Kinky didn't change too much, still on Violent Destroy, 100 resistance. Significantly slower than the Fae though. You would want it to probably move closer to the Fae, unless you're assuming the opponent is moving first, and if they do, there's a good chance the Fae is gone anyways. Nothing changed, so we'll just leave it at that. And Harmonia on 210 speed. So I do think overall this defense needs to be 20 speed faster across the board. Well, maybe the Fae could be only 10 speed faster, but I do think the Kinky needs to be 20 speed faster, around there, or maybe 15 at the very least. And then Harmonia could actually pull another 15 speed or maybe 20 speed to be really fast as well, because Harmonias are obnoxious when they're tanky and also when they're fast. She brings in so much survivability with the heals, with the HP manipulation, I guess that's what I'm gonna say it. So it's much better if your Harmonia is fast, and I do think the Kinky is really limiting how fast she can be, because he's 218 speed, Harmonia is 210 speed. At max right now, you can only make your Harmonia 7 speed faster if you want your Harmonia to move last. And I still think that's still slow. Harmonia being around the 230 mark, I think is the better way to go. If you look at one of my guildmates, I think they'll be okay with me showing their runes now, since the siege is over. Like if you take a look at the Harmonia on this guy, much faster, right? 240 speed, around the same tankiness. He is on Endure though, with 98% resistance. I don't know if that 2% will do too much anyways, but I would want a speed something like this, and you could see that the Kinky is 4 speed faster on 244 speed. So this is the difference in rune quality. Although he sacrificed resistance for the speed, I just like the 100% resistance, so maybe I'm being a little picky, which is causing me to have a slower team. Well, actually, let's check one more thing. How well did that defense do? Still better than what my defense did. So I guess we could safely say resistance is not that much of an importance. Maybe we could kill the resistance a little, maybe not be so fixated on that 100% resistance, and just try to get more speed. Maybe I'll do that for the next reruning session when we're making different type of defenses, or even if we're going with the same defense, I will be making rune upgrades, so we'll see how that changes. The next one was my Nigong Nora Dominic. Keeps getting comments saying, why are you saying Dominique? Yeah, Dominic, that's how you say it. 43-57, another one in the negative. Although we're not seeing like huge discrepancies, right? Like 20-50, something like that. But I would have loved it to see a record that's positive. Something that I did not get this season. But if we take a look at that, so the guild's request for this type of defense was to make sure, if I was using that Nigong, was to make sure to make it Poseidon proof. I still think my Nigong is not Poseidon proof, although it looks like this, and I'm pretty sure I showcased this a lot of times because it is my it is my arena defense as well. Even with this type of HP, pretty much not Poseidon proof. Also with the 78% resistance, I had to kill the resistance to get that HP. Just didn't work as intended. Nora on Violent Will, not crazy fast, right? You would want it faster. And then finally Dominic on 250 on Destroy. And when I say it's not that fast, again, I could give you a comparison. Probably with this guy here, if you look at his Nora. Oh, no, not that fast. What's a very fast one? I think Yan has an extremely fast Nora. Yeah, something like that, right? I don't know if he'll be using the same defense anyways. Runes are probably there to change. I'm sorry if I showed it when it's not changing, but I mean, it's really fast. That's all you have to know. Finally, I'll show it to you guys what I mean that is not Poseidon proof, because I did pull Poseidon in the middle of this season, and my Poseidon is extremely mediocre, and it's still probably just gonna rip right through this unless we get a resistance. Get the defense break. Yes, we get it. And then when we go with this, if we get the pushback, we did. Oh shoot, we didn't get a Dominic, but that should still be fine, right? We do some pushback here, and then if you get the silence, Nigong is done for. See, when that happens, there isn't much what you can do. You should still win. Yeah, and that was an extremely mediocre Poseidon, still ripping through my defense, so you get what I'm saying. Although there is a window for my Poseidon, at least, as you can see that the Dominic resisted. He almost killed my Galleon if he just procced once. That wasn't the case, right? That wasn't the case. The last one is my Theo, Orion, Rakan. The record itself looks a lot worse in the top 3, and that's because this was also a trap for the Theo Molly Rakans. This was the alternative for people that did not have Molly, that could go the speed route. You can see it didn't work as well, and also a part of that is because my Orion is freaking slow. Orion being this is not going to get any wins actually. I'm actually surprised they even got 15 wins. I thought it was going to do a lot worse. I don't know why I added this accuracy rune right here. That's artifact. That's getting 21% because he's already at 85%. I don't know. I guess I just made some stupid mistakes here on making him. But that was the Orion. I believe next is the Rakan. Yeah, 244 speed. I think with the boost, he is moving next if the Orion gets to move. 70% crit rate, which I played around with and figured out that this is like trash. Please give him at least 80, I guess, because 70% misses so many crits. Did you guys notice that? I use him in offense and he just sucks. But that's that. And then finally the Theo on 243 speed, 1 speed slower than the Rakan. Looks better, but one downfall is my Theo is not skilled up. I should start getting those Ifrit pieces again. I'm kind of being greedy and going for the scrolls. I should really be going for the Ifrit pieces to skill this guy up, because if I want this to work, my Theo needs to be fully skilled up. Holy cow. Yeah, but those were the top 4. You can see it was 2 Nat 5 defenses and 2 Nat 4 defenses that were the main defenses. And then I did showcase the other 2 as well, and I already showed you guys the runes. However, I will show it again. Surprisingly, it worked really well, at least the Nat 5 one. If you look at the rune quality here, it's not extremely bad. My Prahas on Violent Revenge, 237 speed. I got the crit rate, I got the resistance with the lead, so we have 100%, but accuracy is a tad low. I'm pretty sure this is bringing a little more. Yeah, 6% for 45% in total. But that's that. Next, I believe, is the Tessarion on 230 speed on Violent Destroy on a crit rate build and a resistance build. This is probably the reason why it didn't do as well, since the damage is lacking. And then finally the Tyrannus. Again, we got the resistance to get the 100% resistance. Pretty fast, pretty tanky. Violet Will with more accuracy here. Now, I do want to show you guys why I created this defense. Again, I was copying a guildmate who has extremely high rune quality, which is Yan. you look at his record is 82-38. Holy cow, 82-38. And you can see almost all of his defenses have a positive record. But if you look at the rune quality here, it's Praha 242 speed. I don't think mine is way too off, but his is much tankier than mine. And then his Desarian obviously on a crit damage build with the resistance, almost 100 resistance with the lead, but still he got it there almost. And then finally the Tyrannus also on a destroy set, which is different, with the resistance much faster. I'm like 10 to 15% off from his rune efficiency. But that's the difference, guys. That's the difference. His got a 82-38 record while mine got a 28-33. Okay, the last one is the Martina Shinitrana, the other Nat 4 defense that wasn't really put up much. You can see by the record, but the rune quality also is really bad. It's with whatever I had left. My Triana was on a destroy build, on a crit rate build. Shina was on a violent nemesis build, but I think if I was gonna do this, I should have just went with a swift nemesis build, a tanky swift nemesis build or something like that, because with this speed, even with the nemesis, she wasn't stealing any turns. So there's that. And finally Martina on a violent will build. I think overall, again, they're like 20 speed slow for them to work in a violent setting. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of sad that I wasn't able to get any positive records in this siege season, but overall it was a good experience. I had more success, at least in the offense side. I hope that contributed for us getting rank 43, like I've stated in my previous video. It was a new rank. Hope we get a better rank next time. I have gotten a message from Crazy Monkey because they ended 41 and they're still finding strong players to try to qualify for the Legend tournament. So they asked me if I wanted to join them, but I did say I'll be staying a season or two more in this guild since it's just really chill. A lot of the guildmates are really nice. Even if you lose, they don't really like bench you or anything. So I think it's a good guild. I'm happy here. And until I feel the need or the competitiveness that I want to go into the Legend tournament, I'll probably be staying. I hope you guys stay out to the end. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know. Let me know which defense worked the best for you guys in the comments below, because I'll be interested. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.